we are going to draw with a little bit of a different tool. It is called the Shaper tool, and sometimes it is located under the pencil tool or the paintbrush, um, but it's not used as often, but it's a very interesting tool. So sometimes you might find it under your edit toolbar, and it's a drawing tool. Remember how we went down to the modify tool for the free transform? So in the drawing tool, it's this little guy right here under the shaper tool. It has like a circle and a line that kind of looks like a pencil. You're gonna hit D to make sure you've got white for the fill, black for your outline, and put your stroke at 1 point. Again, all of this will be able to change later. So the shaper tool is interesting because it recognizes your gestures, like drawn gestures, and it'll transform it into a shape. So you can start practice. You can do a little circle. Make sure you get close to the end, and it'll just create that circle for you. Okay? And so once you have that, then you're going to draw an ellipse, like a bigger one, because we're making the top of our cupcake right now. And then you're going to scribble between those two where the lines, and you can see as I hover over this, there's like a dotted line that shows here's the two shapes I started with, and then when I scribbled over them, it created this single shape from it, kind of blended those together. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at, here's the top of our little muffin or cupcake or whatever. As I hover over it, you can kind of see the outline of it and kind of how that is going to look. So the next step is that you're going to draw another little shape below here, maybe like another ellipse here, and then maybe a circle on this side, because you're looking for kind of that overall kind of fluffy, frosty cupcake shape. Once you have all of your shapes created, you're going to scribble over all those lines, and now you've got a whole shape there. I think I'm going to add another little bump here. Or not. Well, that didn't work. Mine doesn't look very nice, but I'm sure yours look much better. And then when you select it, it selects as one shape. Now mine is a little bit large for my cupcake, so I'm going to do shift and drag, and you can see I can make the whole thing smaller by doing that. And then it kind of sits on there the way I want it. And then you can do sample formatting. So this is, now we're back to how do we colorize things? How do we kind of make these blend? Because in our final image here, all of this has the same kind of style on it. So an easy way to do that is to take your eyedropper tool, which does not perform the same function in Illustrator as it does in Photoshop, but it's similar. So I'm going to click on one of these bars because I want that color and I want no stroke on there, right? So I want the fill the same and the stroke the same. So I can select on that. And because I have my little muffin top selected, it put that on there. So if I clicked on my hat, now you can see it did that. It put all of the outlines around my shapes in there. So I'm going to go back to this. And now I've got my sweet little muffin top.